Well, how do there, people out there in the viewerverse? I hope you're all doing good. How are you doing, Mr. Kurt?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Yeah, cool, yeah.
Little toasty, but we got a nice update, so can't complain.
Yeah, it's a bit warm in my little room today, but you know what? I thought sod it. We're gonna have to have the lights on. Boom! It's like freaking Vegas. Vegas, baby.
It looks epic.
Oh, thank you very much. God, yeah, it's like being on a spaceship. It's freaking great.
Being on a freighter?
Yeah, being on a freighter in a sauna. Yeah. So, as we normally do when we start these off, got anything new in the app there, Kurt?
Yeah, actually, we let me actually send you this link.
Cool. Where are you sending me it in? Is it in Twitterverse or the?
I'll send it in Discord.
Oh, in Discord. Okay, cool.
Just to make it a little bit more complicated for you.
Thank you very much, sir. No, that's a lot easier, to be fair.
Well, now why am I having a problem with using Discord? I tried to get to your chat and I couldn't get to you.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the chunk text. There we go.
In the chunk text. Okay.
Yeah, in your general.
Oh, okay. I'll go into general then. Let's go into general. We've got Darlord Zerrit there with a lovely little gold farmer. It's very rare that I frequent my own Discord. I'm not gonna lie. That's just people saying hi here. I don't see your message there, sir.
Hang on. I can actually do this. I can do this. There we go. I found you. I sent you the link.
We're normally more professional. Oh, there we go. There we are. Community
cool.
search. No Man's Sky.
Yes.
Community search.
So the app now makes use of the NMSCD community search and displays community links from there. So this is just like a bigger, better database of No Man's Sky content creators and tools and everything you can imagine. You're also listed there. A few of your links are in your nCaptainSteve card.
Oh wow, isn't this snazzy?
Yeah, so it's not just me that's updating this. There's actually other people that have the ability to edit the information, and anyone can add a community item link, and then we will process it and add it to the big list, and it'll show up in the apps.
There's my little hub there. Wicked.
Yeah.
Awesome. Wow.
Yeah, so that's something that I've been working on, and then integrating that into the apps as well.
Oh, you got YouTube, Twitter, website. This is freaking great, isn't it? Let's click that. There we go. Yeah, very cool. nCaptainSteve and his ventures, blah blah blah. YouTube. Oh, cool.
Yeah, we definitely need a bit more help to get everything updated, but we'll get everyone eventually.
That's pretty darn epic. Yeah, there we are. Brilliant. Love it. That's well clever. Nice one.
Cool. We also added some. I remember in the last chat we had that the cooking ingredients, like saying where you can get the cooking ingredients from.
Oh yeah.
I listed, now you can get it from a bone cat if you harvest it, or something like that. I added links to each of those creatures, so if you don't know what a bone cat is, yeah, it'll take you to the Wiki page. They do a better job.
Nice one, Kurt. Very cool.
And from this update, we got 99 new items, although one is a bit questionable.
Okay.
But those 99 items are in the app now on all platforms except for Windows.
99 new items and one's question. What's this questionable one? You piqued my interest.
It's called, I think it's a development one. I'll send you a picture of it.
Okay, cool, yeah.
So I think it was maybe just yet another freighter engine color, and that they didn't finish, and so they just used the same color as the purple one and never ended up giving it a name.
Okay, interesting. Cool, yeah.
So that'll just become one of the items that I'll add to my ignore list or my don't show list.
Cool. That's pretty darn sweet. So,
we got all the potential rewards for the expedition, and we have the expedition being listed in the apps.
Cool. So people, if you're new to this and you haven't come across the app, it's an app for your mobile device. Look, and there's the icon. I'm going to hit that, and it's this app. And it's got loads of freaking icons on here, just full of awesome stuff to do with No Man's Sky. There's stuff on how to craft things, there's recipes, there's how to run missions, there's little puzzle help guides, you know, when you're doing those things to unlock. Oh, are they cool? Manufacturing facilities. There's everything in here that you can think of inside No Man's Sky. It is an essential app if you're a hardcore No Man's Sky player, or if you're just a beginner and you just want some additional info at your fingertips. It's brilliant. So make sure you get it. It's on all platforms, isn't it? Including Windows and stuff. So yeah, you can't go wrong. It's cool.
Thank you. And we redesigned the website the other day, so it's looking snazzy.
Yes, and talking of a snazzy thing on his website, shall I show them the expedition stuff?
Yeah. Do you need the link?
No,
have you got it?
I've got it in a tab. I did have it in a tab. Where's my tab gone? There you naughty. Okay, there we go. I think it's over here, actually. Yeah, there we go. I've got it on the screen now. I'm going to make it nice and big for people in the viewerverse. You should still be able to hear Kurt, but you'd only be able to see me, I think. So for the podcast. There we go. That should make it nice and big. And hopefully they can still hear you, Kurt, if you chat.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, they can still hear you. So yes, so you might want to divert your eye peepers if you don't want any spoilers. But this sort of stuff is quite easily to come by across forums out there anywhere and on Reddit and places anyhow. So yeah. So this is the next expedition. It's called Polestar. We already know what the rewards are going to be to some degree inside of the Quicksilver Merchant, inside of the Nexus. You can see all the rewards there, or at least you can see a massive portion of them. So we're going to get a new cape, we're going to get a pet child of Helios, and a flaming barrel. And there's a few other bits like posters and things. But yeah, so this is phase 1. So phase 1 seems that we're going to be starting on our freighter because we're repairing vital freighter systems. And it looks like maybe we go away on an away mission to go planet side, and you've got to get to a well-oiled machine, do a few other bits and bobs there, and it looks like we might be maybe using the warp drive to get somewhere. There's the interstellar scanner there to construct a storage room. Yeah, there you go, warp with your capital ship. Phase 2, it looks like we're going to be deploying our Nautilus. It looks like we're going on a sea voyage. Now there's probably a lot of people out there right now going, oh, fudging heck, not that blinking tin of shite and it goes underwater. No, but they've actually upgraded all of the controls for it. And apparently it goes a lot faster now and it's got a better turning circle and things. So I'm looking forward to that one, to be honest, because I haven't bothered playing with my Nautilus since seeing the patch notes either. So it's the first time I'm going to be doing that.
It's nice that they're bringing it back.
Yeah, giving it a bit more use, giving it a bit more of a play. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. And then we've got phase 3. So, Wing Commander, you've got to add 3 pilots to your squadron. It's quite funny. I was speculating before this came out that we might be on our freighter doing more with our squadrons and things, but shoot down some pirates as well and complete some frigate expeditions, which is pretty darn cool. And then going into phase 4, we've got to shoot some roids. We've got to shoot some asteroids out there. Stardust, lovely jubbly. So yeah, that kind of makes sense because they've upgraded all of that too. So that's all cool. But this
the expeditions have become like a nice way for Hello Games to show off all the new things that they've added in every update.
Yeah, I mean, when they brought out the Sentinel one, and we was doing that Sentinel mission, there wasn't much there really to show off the Sentinel pillars and things, was there? But it was quite separate. But this one seems like it's got purpose, and it seems it's got meaning. I quite like it. And rather than having the ships on the badge, they've put the freighter on the badge as well. So it does give a lot more, it's a lot more sense, which is cool. But this one, you get a starship, a crashed one, and you have to do it up and repurpose it for scrap by the looks of things. So that's pretty darn cool. I like that. And then the last one is the final one, obviously. Beneath the sky, discover creatures, 25 creatures to be found. Expand your fleet as well. Pretty cool. So, yeah, and we're wondering whether there might be some sort of encrypted prize. Have you seen an encrypted prize inside of the game files, aren't you?
No, I can see it usually, but in this case there were no encrypted missions.
No encrypted missions.
Yeah.
So that could be it. There might not be anything hidden.
Yeah, no encrypted missions, no optional missions.
Okay, so probably the Cape and the Child of Helios are the top tier prizes, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Seeing that there was a poster of a freaking lovely freighter there, I was kind of hoping maybe we might have got gifted an S-Class freighter. Because that's the only thing we haven't got, isn't it, really, when we go over to see the old Johnny 5 now. And the farming for an S-Class freighter is still a pain in the freaking backside. Okay.
Yeah. Could still be.
When does this start, Kurt?
So it should start on the 26th of July at 10 a.m. GMT.
Cool. Do you know the East Coast time for that, or are you? Or I'm putting you on the spot now. Are you going to Google it? Is that what you're going to do? I could have just Googled it, couldn't I? But yeah,
I would never Google it.
So 10 a.m. GMT, and I suppose people, you've got Google, and you've got time zones of your own, so you can just jump in and take a look at what that is in conversion-wise. But yeah, that's going to be very early East Coast, because they're like, what, 8 hours behind us or something mental. So
yeah, 5 to 8 hours.
If it does pop at 10 a.m, I'd be surprised, to be honest, because that gives the UK a bit of a head start. I would have thought it would have been more around maybe 2 p.m. UK time, which would have made it around 8 a.m. Eastern Standard, something like that. That's what I would have imagined. But we'll see. Hopefully it does pop at 10, because so I might be able to take an early lunch. Yes, jump online for an hour live. Yeah, that'd be cool. Right, we've got a lot going on in our live chat. Shall I turn the attention to the live chat for a sec while you're beavering away in the background?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
And then once you're done, we can maybe look at a tweet from Cyberpunk where he actually played the expedition a little bit.
Oh, Henry Rice, the sneaky Henry. Okay, cool. He's actually in the live chat. It's a shame he doesn't jump into the waiting room. Oh, he is. He's in the waiting room, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we might be able to pull him in when we get to that section. I'll just have a quick skim through live chat. I'm just going to say a massive hello to everyone that's here. It's a collaborative hello. I'm not going to shout out to everyone, just having a little skim through, see if there's any questions there. I'm looking for question marks, but I'm not seeing any question marks. I'm seeing lots of hellos and people saying I'm expanding my living ship fleet. Brilliant. Awesome. If you have got questions, rather than put them in the live chat, if you've got yourself a mic and you're on Discord, feel free to jump on over. Come and ask your question live. Oh yeah, Albert Serrato's got a question. Singularity engine. Have you found anything on the Singularity engine inside the game files, Mr. Kurt, other than the descriptive text that it opens up a black hole inside your freaking engine room?
No, I haven't, unfortunately.
No, I'm wondering whether it's got something to do with the expedition. That would be my best guess. Yeah, we'll see. If not, there's going to be another station override, isn't it? It's going to be freaking sitting there for months, just teasing us.
Yeah, it is strange. It says that it increases the expedition speed by 100%.
What?
Which doesn't really mean anything to me.
But you engage that and all your frigates complete their missions.
It could be, yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's kind of how it reads, but no, we'll have to wait and see. For me, it sounds like rather than have to find a system that's got a black hole, it's just going to act like a black hole and just teleport you to some sort of random area of space. That's the kind of feeling I've got from it. But at the same time, I think they're going to repurpose black holes, because at the moment, you go for a black hole, it breaks shite. Whereas you could just go for a portal. There's no portal interference anymore. And because they've made all the black holes look really gnarly in effects, I'm wondering whether black holes are going to become the entrance to the void or the realm of glass. But I've been hitting that drum for how long, and it hasn't happened yet, so who knows. Anyhow, let's have a look. You sent me 2 more DMs, haven't you? What have you said?
It's got to be true at some stage that you can get to the glass realm.
Yeah, I'll just keep at it. Like you'll be right. Yeah, one day I'll be right. So that's the decal. That's the poster that I was thinking. Well, maybe we're going to get ourselves a lovely S-Class freighter. It'd be nice to. That's my favourite type. Is that your favourite type as well? The destroyer type class rather than the dreadnought?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that is cool. What else we got? Oh, there it is. There. The cruise of the DS9 Miango has begun. The expedition tab will show your progress through the journey. Complete the milestones to earn rewards. Complete all the milestones in the phase for a special exclusive items. And that's the poster. Lovely. Oh, is this the stuff that Henry Rice sent you? Cyberpunk. I've just seen his icon in the corner.
Yeah. So this is on his Twitter.
Okay, do you want to pull him in?
He's actually not in the live chat. That's a different Cyberpunk.
Oh, okay. Sneaky. Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's have a look at what else we got there. Wazaki, that's a cool system, isn't it? Discovered by Hello Games. Ooh, I was looking to see if any of those had the name, you know what I mean? The Araya V. Yeah, that
I must actually reach out to Cyberpunk and get those portal coordinates so I can list it in the app. Because
cool, yeah.
right now I'm not able to get the portal coordinates from the game files.
Sweet. So we talked a little about it a little while ago that, you know, there are ways and means of tricking server times, and some people, trusted people, or those that are quite cautious, have actually managed to jump into the expedition a little early and take a quick little look around, to play middleman, mainly for the dev team and communities that put together wiki pages and things like that. So they're not really playing it to play it, you know, they're doing it just to gather data. So it's a very different kettle of fish. So there we go. Right, well, shall we go for guests, or have you got more to enlighten us with, Mr. Kurt?
I think we could probably, everything that I've got listed here, we could probably just go through it with our guests.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah.
Shall we pull in Miyogi and Scottish Rod?
Bring all three in, more the merrier. Let's get a load of mic problems out the way right now.
Surprise, you've been added.
You've been raptured.
Surprise, we've been raptured.
Right, okay. And one of you got a very loud fan on. Okay, we lost one. Yeah, that's good. We got Rod back. Here we are.
Yeah, I'm here.
Cool. And we've got Miyogi. I think Master Cyberpunk had got the fan on or something. That was like white noise.
Coming through, yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Right, I'll switch with you. There we go. Hello, everyone.
Hello there, Miyogi. How you doing, sir? Yeah.
I'm very well. And how are we doing?
Where am I?
Now, you're on screen. We can't see camera-wise, though. There's no camera. Oh, he's gone. Right, we've just got Miyagi.
All right. How are you? So, what's this with mouldy teddy bear?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
you're freaking Grogu. That was your Grogu. It looked like a Care Bear that had freaking leprosy, mate.
I hope I did better with the Diplo. So
the Diplo, I'm waiting for it to grow into its head, but it's rather turd-coloured at the moment, so I may have to get an egg from it and recolour him.
all right, okay.
He does look like a long-necked turd right now. But yeah, I would like to say you're getting better at this.
I love your comments. So.
I'm giving you honest feedback.
Dear me, so won't we? Assistant No Man's Sky, how are you doing? Have you had any luck with the creature builder at all? Doing anything? Or have you not had any time, my friend?
I haven't had too much time to work on it, but I know that the creature list has been updated in the game files.
Yes.
It's just I can't
Yes, I've
decompile
heard.
it yet. Kind of waiting for the mbin compiler to be updated. So we're waiting for the modding community to do their fantastic work, and then after that I'll update the creature builder. But I assume it's just going to be that new Helios pet that's been added.
Oh, I've heard of all other pets that are going to be added, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be a vast array of pets, so... For 4.0, so...
Okay.
So be prepared, it's going to be a big one. Yeah, he's rubbing his hands there. He's rubbing his hands. Yes. Yeah, because we'll...
It should be a quick update. Everything has been scripted.
For a pet Helios that time, Miyogi.
Yeah, they definitely heard us. I created the derelict and supersized it, and you took the fun out of me. They've definitely watched it, and they definitely put the Helios in there. It's too much of a coincidence, to be honest with you. So, well, granted, I was the first one that put the worm into the game, and then what happened? We got it in the expedition. So
yeah, they can see people want it. Yeah, there was demand.
Yeah. There's demand for these things. So if people want certain things, then they should get it, to be honest with you, within the game. So, but just to let you know, all the mods on the PC are all defunct. Nothing works. We can't. The creature companion taming one doesn't work. The creature builder obviously works, because we've been going by the JSON file, but they've updated the latest save editor, and I'm going to do a tutorial on the save editor in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But the JSON file's fine, editing's fine, but the free to create egg speed up's gone. So a warning for everyone's on the PC: if you're getting your game crashing out, 90% of the mods are now defunct. You can't use them. So until the Nexus update them. So it's just a big news, because I spent about 3 hours going through every mod that I had, and no, not a thing. Everyone crashed their game out.
Yeah, that's partially due to nCaptainSteve and I were talking about this earlier. That Hello Games has done a lot of cleanup on the code, and so they've reorganized the way that things are listed in the game files, and that's also caused a lot of changes that Mbin compiler needs to handle. And that's why I think there was 313 instances of the properties having moved or been placed somewhere else. So it's taking a while. And again, the person who does a lot of the modding work is on holiday, so Hello Games chose the perfect time.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a bit longer. Probably next week or the week thereafter, everything will be decompilable. And
Was that Monkey?
Monkey Man, yeah. Him and there's it's a team of people that are working on the Mbin compiler, but I would say Monkey Man is kind of the leader.
The linchpin. Yeah.
The linchpin.
Yeah.
So tell me, because I've seen this problem we continually keep having. Has anybody had any problems with the freighters being called in on the PC? With it crashing the game out? Because I keep getting tickets for one of my characters. Is anybody having problems with freighters? There is no. So everyone's shaking their head. So that's you're on different platforms.
There is a. I've read in the patch files that they're bringing out a fix for freighter-based rendering on calling your freighter in. So I think people that had massive, giant freighter bases, when they were calling them in, was crashing the game out, or when they went in, it was freezing up when they went into their freighter. There's Rod. Hello, the Rod. Can we hear the Rod?
Yes, I had to press an extra button for some reason. Didn't have to do that before.
Oh, damn these buttons.
Bloody teacher.
Yeah, blinking buttons.
I'm not Davey.
Well, nice to see you, Mr. Rod. Good to see you, sir.
And you. Yeah, and you.
So you got anything to bring to the table, Rod? You got any questions, speculation, anything like that?
No, I'm just hitting my head against the wall with that living frigates at the moment.
Yeah, getting the dream aerial.
Yeah.
Well, I had Wolfie craft me one and give it to me, and then it started working. Did you pulse? Did you get it?
Been pulsing all of yesterday afternoon, and I got nothing.
As soon as you get that little doohickey, the aerial, stick it in one of your ships, and then you pulse of your ship, and it works straight away for me.
No, I went to Posh, Tier 3, I went to every system imaginable. I spent 8 hours pulsing yesterday and got nothing.
Maybe he's given you one that's already been used, like his old one, like a proper second-hand one. It has to be a newly crafted one.
I'm not too, but I'll wait until it's fixed properly when they've fixed it.
Okay.
And then I'll do a video on my torturous journey.
Yeah, because I'm quite worried that I might not get the blueprint now, so I might not ever be able to craft them myself.
See, I did the moving the dates, but what I do is I upload my saves to the cloud.
Yeah.
And then I do my tests. And then once I've done my test, I download my saves from the cloud back onto my system and override it. So I don't corrupt anything and don't change anything. It's just to test it. I don't like cheating that way. You're robbing yourself.
Yeah.
But it's a good way to test things without breaking your own game.
Yeah, well, to be honest, when PlayStation 2 VR comes out, I'm going to start a new game save anyway. So even if it has fudged up my legacy one with that one blueprint, then I'll just go through there. But I'm hoping, just like any other blueprint, if you've missed it, but you've got the actual freighter because someone's gifted you it, maybe it might appear in your base archive. That's what I'd do if I was deving this game anyway, you know?
Yeah, but I think it'll be fixed. I think it's like the Hood mission. I did a video on the Hood mission, and basically every update, the problems come back round again. Okay. So they've got a mission issue now, so the bugs keep reappearing for mission issues.
Well, they said that what was causing this aerial issue was the whole thing of people playing with their system clocks.
Yeah.
So I done a little poll over on my channel. I'm just jumping over there now. Let me just bring this up nice and big. Podcast.
You know that's an IT excuse.
It's the excuse. Yeah, it is an IT excuse.
It does feel that way.
Scottish Russian.
Because their actual line inside the patches, it says, fixed an issue that prevented people from acquiring the living frigate if they changed their system clock.
Yeah, no, that's an IT excuse. That's like the programmers are going, why is this not working? And the guys in IT are saying, oh, because they're doing that. Go
That's
away,
the end
we
users.
don't know what we're talking about.
The fault belongs in between the joypad and the monitor in this case. Yeah.
The old
I know
switch
that.
off button, power off.
Corporations. Our department was the living hell for the IT team because we knew more about what we're doing than they did. We used to come up on it all.
So I just ask people to be honest and just say whether they've changed their system clock. But even 3% have messed with their system clock and they still got the dream aerial. But most people, 51%, and I've had like 224 votes, 51% of that 224. So what's that? 112 haven't touched their system clock and they can't get the dream aerial. So in the same boat as you. The last time I changed my system clock was when me and Miyogi were testing eggs. And how reluctant was I, Miyogi, in changing my system clock?
You were, and what happened? It screwed all your eggs up, to be honest with you. So,
yeah.
You see, I know what. Just to give you an idea, what you have to do is this: if you're going to do that sort of thing with your system clock, you've got to have a ship on. You've got to close the game down properly, and you've got to have a ship and a save beacon, and you've got to sync the game up. But setting the clock backwards is a much better bet than setting it forwards, because as Kurt will probably agree with me, it still does the same effect, but it doesn't affect your multiplayer options. It shouldn't have any effect on this dream aerial whatsoever, to be honest with you. No, it's an excuse, to be honest with you. So. Yeah, but if you are
code missing, that's all it is.
Yeah. But I know that they've played around with the clocks, because I had a huge problem on the PC with them trying to get the eggs to hatch up, because all my mods have gone, as Kurt said, with they've played around with the code and tidied it up. I thought I'll get all the eggs to hatch out and I'll redo the creatures and get some more eggs and some more eggs and some more eggs. I tried my save beacon, I tried my ship, and then I altered the clock on the PC. No good. Absolutely no good whatsoever. Did it on the PS4, because that's how I gave nCaptainSteve his Diplo. Did it on the PS5, and it worked perfectly okay, as long as you shut the game down. So I don't know what they're doing at the moment, low games. They definitely messing around. Yeah, they're definitely messing with something. Whether it's to do with the Switch update that they're getting ready to streamline it, what do you think? Do you think it's all to do with the Switch that they're streamlining it?
I think Switch is going to be an independent network.
Yeah,
I don't see that. I don't see that being an open system and sharing with everyone else. It feels just too much.
Yeah, I think the code changes has probably just been like they've accumulated a lot of technical debt, and it's been a long time coming that they needed to clean things up.
Oh yeah.
And as for like the network and stuff, where the Switch will be on the same network, I've got no idea. I don't imagine it would be difficult. Like, networking code should be platform agnostic. Like, most of the processing should be done on the server. So I would expect Switch to be cross-play when it gets network access, if it ever does, but yeah.
See that thing handling it. I just don't see it.
That's fair.
I think about my bases and I go, well, that's every Switch user's system crash.
That's true. Do you know, those bases are extremely complicated. We've looked at intercepting the network requests for when a base is saved, and it is literally every single base part, and then their position in the world on the planet, their rotation, and all that data is saved. And that's why you can have these blender builds where you have these extraordinary builds that are just like, they look futuristic. It's because every single part is saved. It's not like you have a grid where you say you can only have 4 snap points and that makes the data a lot less. You can literally put a foundation in every kind of rotation possible.
But it's
So
all
they have
math
made a
code,
road.
isn't it? So all it
Yeah.
saves is the actual code for the actual object and its rotation, its position. It's all just a text file.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's so cool.
A lot of data.
Yeah. You got like 2,000 items, and then every single value of rotation and position for every single one of them, it becomes megabytes.
Now I know why they've probably got the best building system. Thinking about how Fallout 76 and Fallout generally works, it's quite limited compared to that.
Just having a quick glance at the old chat, see if anything else has popped up in the chat question-wise. Got a few people that have mentioned that they've got problems with their living ships spawning, even though they've got a void egg. I haven't actually done a lot of testing around that. I probably won't, because I've got one living ship and I don't ever want another one, you know. But,
I suppose, with the upgrade now, with all those upgrades, when things are settled, it might be worth getting a living ship because you can upgrade them there. Maybe I should do a test on my other saves, because I haven't got them in my other saves.
When it comes to Switch and mods, you know, the PC modding community, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they're going to allow crossplay, or if they do, it might just be with other console players. I don't know whether they'd say jump in with PC mods, but
They could limit it so you can't see other players' bases, but that takes a big chunk out of it, doesn't it?
yeah, or even have a smaller limitation on what renders. Who knows?
Yeah. If it was me, I'd limit it to Switch only. Yeah, and all mobile devices. So if they introduce another handheld system, they can add it to that one as well, and just keep that as a separate little crossplay.
Or just to let everyone know, if you didn't know already, the neurological brain that detects for conflict scan, it's this conflict scanner on the living ship. The economy, it doesn't detect trading posts. It will not detect trading posts.
Okay.
So that's just to let everyone know. It's nothing you're doing right. It does highlight it, and but it comes system not installed on it, because there's only 3 upgrades. There's only 3 upgrades for the living ship. That's the membrane, which recharges your neurological stem for takeoff, but the sun's got to be out for that to happen. The brain, which is for the conflict scanner, and the neurological assembly, which has got to be for the which is, I don't know why they've added it in, but that's the detector for the pirates. If pirates scan you for illegal contraband cargo, but there's only 3 upgrades for the living ship. And then what it does then is it spawns in C class, B class, A class modules for your living ship, to be honest with you. So if people are thinking, oh, there's going to be some more technology, don't. Once you get the 3 blocks that the 3 new items, it'll just spawn out. It'll just spawn out all sorts of stuff, to be honest with you. So
so there's no equivalent of rockets. There's no equivalent of a positron ejector. Nothing like that yet. No. I'm kind of hoping, fingers crossed, that they think this is a living alien ship. Let's give it some living alien weapons. I'd love to have like little rockets, and when you fire them out, they stick to the hull and slowly dissolve your opponent's ship or something. You know, eat its shields. I'd like to see some gnarly weapons.
A splatter gun.
Yeah, a splatter gun.
So when you shoot people they can't see through the screen, and just got green goo all over.
Yeah, or even rear-facing shrapnel that just comes out of his rectum. And it just completely annihilates what the other player can see on their screen. You know.
Now I want a splatter gun because I know how much I can troll people with that.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Have a bit of fun with that. Shall we try bringing in Master Cyberpunk one more time? Hopefully he's turned his fan off or whatever that noise was.
Feedback on his mic.
Oh, feedback on his mic.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Cyberpunk. Can you hear us, Mr. Cyberpunk? Hopefully,
you got to confirm again.
Yeah, well, it's about a 14-second delay, so maybe he hasn't realised he's here. He might have gone to the bathroom or gone to get a cup of tea, thinking, oh great, I'm back in the waiting room. Yeah, so hopefully it'll appear in a moment. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this new expedition. Now, there's no
Yes,
mention that it's going to be a loop one, and no mention it's going to be a survival one. So I think we're back in the realms of normal mode. I think that's safe to say.
I'll have to rewatch that because I missed most of it. All I got was Northern, and I went, no.
Oh, okay. Well, you can jump over on the patch notes anyway and see roughly what it's all about. But you start off on your freighter, then you go down onto Planet on Foot, and then you're in the Northland in the oceans. You're going to be shooting some pirates, you're going to be shooting some asteroids, getting a crash ship, doing it up, scrapping it. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. That's kind of the main missions. There's a few others scattered in between, but they're ones that we've done prior, you know. So
right. Okay.
it should be fun. I quite like the idea of being on your freighter and then having the away missions. Hello there, Mr. Cyberpunk. Welcome.
Hello.
You hear me okay?
Oh, we can hear you now. Yes. There you go.
We can hear you.
Yeah, I'm still trying to sort the video for some reason. It's not.
Oh, your video's there. You're fine.
Yeah,
we can see you on cam.
Yeah.
You can put the volume up a wee bit as well if you can.
Yeah.
Turn my volume up a wee bit. So
Yep, there you go.
Better. Had some problems with feedback.
Yeah, the feedback's gone now, so you can.
Yeah. You're
Some of it I think was just
okay.
pouring rain.
You in a shed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
This
Got
is my
monkey.
no man's cave.
Very cool. Well, like that. That's pretty nice, isn't it? Cool.
Yeah. It means I don't have. I was telling them earlier. It means I don't have to watch Love Island in the main house. I can just come out here and chill.
I'm quite used
Crash
to
TVs. Oh, Crash TVs forged out the door.
So you're not Henry Rice, are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
No, I thought I'd just ask because he also goes by the nickname of Master Cyberpunk or something anyway, so yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
He goes by
That was the
Cyberpunk
first one.
2350.
I've
That's
had that
it.
on Xbox for
Cyberpunk
13 years.
2350. Yeah.
Cool. Just wanted to double check that yours wasn't an alias or something. Okay, cool. Nice. Have you got any question, anything like that you want to bring to the people here?
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you tried this flight assist override yet.
Flight assist override. Yeah, it kind of gives you a little bit of back-end tail drift, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's almost like the old game of asteroids where you're shooting asteroids. You sort of, I'm not a fan.
I quite like it.
You like it, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I quite like it. It's quite good when you're in dogfights.
Yeah, it makes your ship a lot more responsive. Your manoeuvrability goes through the freaking roof. I was like, oh, keeping this. But then after you get that little drift, I wasn't overly keen. I might have to put it back in.
VR.
Yeah, it could
Yeah, I
be
think it takes a
VR.
wee bit of getting used to
Yeah.
after 6 years of playing without it.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I like just stopping on a hat pin, you know. But yeah, I might try it in one of my ships.
Yeah, I've not had a lot of time to spend on the new update. I've just basically been messing about with the freighter parts and just trying to generally tidy my freighter up after they
Crashed it.
removed everything.
Going back to that aerial, the dream aerial, I was wondering whether what might have caused some people to have the issue with the times, because Hello Games have alluded that it might be to do with the game timer. So I was wondering, a lot of us as people have been going into build camp mode, building all freighters and things like that. So I was wondering whether that might have thrown it out. If you start your frigate missions, then jump straight into your build camera and start building freighter bases, whether that might have been the issue. I don't know. It's a bit of an odd one.
Yeah, it's not one. No, it's a missing bit of code. They're lying to us.
So,
yeah, they're definitely lying to us.
So my Cyberpunk, out of all of the new freighter base parts, what's your favourite one then?
The transporter from the landing bay. Been sitting for years saying, why do I have to keep running up these bloody stairs?
How many times have you run
It's
up those
nice.
stairs though since?
After the first couple of times you go, why is there no transporter here? You know? And then I seen it and I went, oh my god, they've answered it. It's the best bit for me.
I've been using the stairs a bit myself recently, and they've made them more pleasurable. You just run up and you're in. Yeah, it's like a short
I
run
don't
now.
do stairs in real life, so
Yeah. Jumping to the freighters is bloody useful.
Yeah.
I just wish that in the freighters they would give you the option if you're going to have multiple wells that you could put transporters in, you know, so that you could go between different.
Oh, you've got your teleporters. The
See,
small
the
ones.
teleporters, but do they work?
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah. They work. Yeah.
Okay.
They're a pain in the
I'll
arse.
have a look at tonight.
Yeah, they work. And you can get rid of the bloody stairs. Yeah, but yeah.
I've got a couple of questions in the live chat now as well. We've got Dan that says, "What food do the living frigates?" ? Cupcakes equal combat stats for me. Well, there's all sorts. If you feed them pies, they quite like pies. That gives them exploration. Exploration goes up through the roof if you give them a pie. But yeah, there's all sorts that you can feed them. Have a little play and see what they like the most. Donuts. They did the bottom one. I can't remember what's at the bottom of. Yeah. So I'm not too sure what's at the bottom of the stack, but it did the bottom stat, whatever that was. I think it was something like mining, and I swapped it back using a pie.
Yeah. It's nice to see that they've actually put some usage for the foods properly in the actual game.
Yeah.
But have you seen the price of once you've got your first, when you get your first dream aerial, and you get your ship? It's free.
Yes.
But have you seen the price of what a second one costs?
1 billion for an S-Class. 1 billion units for an S-Class. Yeah. A C-Class at the bottom of the ladder is 200 million, and everything else falls in between. So, yeah. I've got five frigates now. 5 living frigates.
I've got plenty of money kicking around in my saves, and that's not an issue for me.
Yeah, so anybody that can't get this aerial or whatever, you might want to be getting yourself a load of units and get yourself some anomaly detection devices, which you get from shooting asteroids. And that brings us on to the other question by Pookie. So, has anybody come across the aliens that pop out the asteroids? When you're farming these beacons, trust me, you're going to see a lot of them. Shooting them, though, doesn't give you anything. It'd be nice if it gave you something that you can then feed to your living frigate when you get one to boost its stats or something. That would be quite nice. There's so much potential for things inside of the game, isn't there?
Yeah.
Captain Steve, somebody asked about living ships. They were having problems with it. The anomaly detector worked for me and called in a living frigate, and it found me a living ship on one of the planets the other day. So that could be something that they put into the game.
I've been looking, using these anomaly beacons for ages. The only things that I've found so far are the normal anomalies, derelict freighters, which have got a completely different icon. It looks like a little purple squash turtle or something when you see that icon pop up. And the melody, which is for the living frigate. I haven't seen any living ships, but I'd imagine if you've got a void egg inside of your inventory somewhere, it might pull in a living ship. So yeah, that might be a good shout.
It definitely did it for me because I landed on a planet and said, unfortunately, you see, I turned my living ship into a god ship. So I wanted another one, but I had 3 solar ships, and I deleted one of the solar ships and tried to get it in, and it wouldn't. It came up 10,000 units. It was quite a nice living ship, but it actually came up with it. But I was halfway through. I'd accidentally activated a void egg and done a part of the void egg mission, but I'd completed it already prior to it before. So whether they've sorted it out or not, I don't know. But it definitely called in a living ship for me, and it was definitely a ship that was in that system.
Okay.
So.
All right. So if you are having problems with getting a living ship, get a void egg, and then use an anomaly beacon, and hopefully it might pull a living ship detection in. Yeah. See if that works. Sorry, what was you going to say, Mr. Rudd?
Yeah, I got the living ship. Well, we acquired it, but that was before the last update.
Okay.
The last bug patch, so maybe a recent bug issue.
We've got Professor Cynical in the house, and Miyagi was talking about god tier ships for a second there. I just saw Professor Cynical's done a new video on god tier ships have been nerfed, so we unnerfed it or something. And so he's found another way to make a god tier ship already. You can't keep Professor Cynical down, can you? He's gonna find a way.
I'm breaking the game, not.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, Steve, somebody called Cyberpunk 2350 is in your
Henry Rice.
That's Henry Rice. There you go.
There we are. We got the right ones and the right.
We can tell the difference now. Yeah.
Shall we pull him in?
Yeah, pull in old Henry. Yeah, why not? Cool. Hello there, Henry of the Rices. How are you, sir? Oh, there's my mic's off at the moment. There's a delay. You might not hear this for a bit. Let's see if you wake up.
What's your thoughts about living freighters?
The living freighter. I was really hoping that we might get one as a reward for doing this expedition as a secret thing, but apparently there's no encrypted missions on this one. So I was going to speculate that we was getting one, but there's no point because we know there isn't. So it's a bit of a shame.
Be happy with your child of Elias, your squeegee sword.
Well, put it this way: we've got living ships, we've got living frigates. What's the next thing? You know?
Living freighter. Yeah.
Living freighter, of course. Yeah.
I guess I'll say hi now.
Oh, hello there, Henry Rice. How are you, sir?
Oh, Henry.
Hey, I had to prove to Kurt that I wasn't Master Cyberpunk.
I know, but can usually confuse you both anyway.
Yeah, well, between him and Ricey, I get confused for a lot of people.
Yeah. So, are you both Cyberpunk fans? Is that? I'm guessing you are.
Yeah, I am. But I picked this name back in the early 2000s for a tabletop RPG I was trying to play at the time, and I just kind of stuck with it.
The tabletop RPG is freaking killer. I love it. It's brilliant fun. Yeah, it's a lot darker than the freaking game, to be honest. People that think that the game's dark, when you want to play the role play, it's great fun. Yeah, Alan Smasher at that was a freaking animal.
I got the terminology for Master Cyberpunk from books by a guy called William Gibson.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Neuromancer and Count Zero and all the stuff that the Matrix ripped off all came from the books.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but
William Gibson, great reads.
I'm not an avid reader. The last real book that I read was The Hungry Caterpillar. That's tricky.
Well, for what it's worth, I just read the Mini Loper. Good night. No, it was To the Moon and Back. So.
And I have no idea what that is.
It's a children's book. Don't worry. But yes, Cap just wanted to say it's Mini Loper, as in interloper, and that's what I call my kid.
That's quite sweet. So Henry, you've dived in and had a little early peek inside of the expedition. Is there anything that you could make us aware of? Did you come across any bugs, any sort of hang-ups, or any workarounds?
Well, honestly, I didn't play it for very long, mostly just to see if I could get it to work. I was working with Bomber Boy. He also helps with the API stuff that we've been working on with Kurt, and he told me about something to see if I could get it to work, and I just jumped in to see if I could get it. It worked. What I can tell you is, yes, you're starting in a freighter, and everything's broken. Yeah. But it looks like it's going to be exciting. I haven't really messed with it at all, though Bomber Boy did tell me he ran through and recorded the whole first phase. But he's sitting on that video right now. We don't want to spoil it too much for folks right now, so little hints here and there. Though if you watch, he might drop it about 5 minutes before the thing goes live.
Okay, cool. It's good that you've done that, and you've been quite respectful of the community by doing it and just doing the data grabbing, which is awesome. Yeah, so you haven't come across anything that's a blocker or anything like that, so fingers crossed we might have smooth runnings. But obviously you haven't played all the way through, have you? Just on the first area?
No.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even... I looked around my freighter a little bit, which I gotta admit, the procedural freighters are pretty cool. Yeah. You get some crazy random stuff. But yeah, no, I didn't really leave the freighter. I got a few screenshots that I sent to Kurt, and I told him because I didn't want to spoil anything, I didn't get the glyph, so I got to go back and try to do that again.
Well, the funny thing with the procedural interiors for freighters is I done a video the other day of 5 random ones that I visited and went through, and in the comments section, I think Dark Lord Zarek or somebody of notoriety put a comment in to say there's actually 11 different types of freighter layouts, and they're not as procedural perhaps as we might think, unless that's how I interpreted the actual comment that came in anyway. I mean, but I have seen 2 that have been identical now with fish tanks in, with aquariums in the same places, so they might be right. They might not be as procedural as we think, but I thought
could be.
it might be leading to procedural bases one day on planets, which would be pretty darn gnarly. Yeah.
That would be.
There may be 11 core bases with variations on them.
Oh, there's a bit of a warning for everybody around these new freighters, though. If you've got a really cool freighter base, but your freighter is like a C-class or B-class, and you come across a lovely S-class, and you want that S-class freighter, when you accept the S-class freighter, your lovely freighter base doesn't get carried over anymore. You know, like it used to. You used to get the option just to have it brought over. No. It vanishes. You get that you get like the pre-constructed procedural freighter base that's on the freighter that you pick up at the time. And all your resources, there's no resource cache anymore, is there? So they could do with making a resource cache room so you can get all your resources back for your freighter if you do go and, you know, swap your freighter out. So
would that be in your base one?
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't, would it?
It never worked before. It never worked before. Every time that you put that procedural generated, I've got procedural generation on the head. Every time you put that cache in, it never worked. It never worked when you transferred stuff. Or you never got your resources back. Not on your freighter, definitely not.
If I put mine down now, it'll be full. It'll be full of stuff. It's just. I don't know where it's pulled it all from, but I've got a shed load of shite sitting in mine. But obviously you can't put them down on your freighter anymore anyway. But I can put it down on a base and open it up in the base and see it all there. But I used to be able to do it in my freighter as well, Myogi, prior to this update. Yeah.
I'm actually kind of scared to.
Feels useless.
I'm actually kind of scared to launch my PlayStation save up because I had my base all laid out, and I've seen with my Steam version what changes and what disappeared and what didn't. And I'm like, and where the overlaps are going to be, because I have a couple hallways. I'm like, oh no, that's going to be so broken.
Yeah, and I'm finding that the tiered structured bases, if you put any mezzanines outside, it knackers up anything that you put the mezzanines above. It gets rid of their roofs and things. It goes all glitchy and weird. So it seems that the mezzanines and walkways, the catwalk, seem to only work really good at base level, not on second floor, third floor, or upper floor. And I hope they fix that. They've got quite an extensive array of patches coming out in the next patch fixes. And it did say that it's going to improve some visual bits with freighters, so I'm going to have to retest. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the new freighter parts. Sorry, what's that?
Dr. Pong did say in the chat that he bought a new freighter and his base transferred, but he went from S-class to C-class.
Oh.
Okay, so what I did is I went from a C-class to a C-class. I went from the same classes. I've got a video that I've got. It's unlisted at the moment. I haven't even put it live for the members yet. I've got to make a thumbnail for it. But yeah, I've done some testing. I've done the testing in creative mode. So if you're dubious, I would say fire up a new creative save. You only have to do 2 jumps before NPC freighters start spawning in. Do some testing of your own just to be sure. But the testing I've done, nothing transferred over from the actual bases that I created. So
how long ago was it, Captain? Was it before this new update?
It was this morning that I made my video, and then I found out about how to get living frigates, and I was like, right, okay, freaking drop everything, do that video instead. So I've done that. But yeah, the testing I've done, I haven't done it like massively. I only done like 2 tests. I've done 1 quick fire test, and then I've done a C-class to a C-class. And yeah, it didn't carry over. And the reason I did the test is somebody said to me, Captain Steve, I had an awesome B-class freighter base. They sent me a DM. I found an S-class freighter. I swapped over to it. My base didn't go over. How do I get all my base back? And I was like, well, if you've done a cloud save, you're going to have to restore from that, you know?
I wonder if that's the update.
Well, as soon as you accept a freighter now, it does a manual save, doesn't it? It saves it on your freighter brace, so it's very hard to revert back unless you've got something in there. It makes a save straight away, so it's one of those.
Save,
Yeah, I hope they fix that.
Yeah, hopefully they will. Or at least give you the option. Do you want to keep your freighter base installed? And then it installs over. I don't know why they've reverted it out. But if Dr. Pong's saying that they didn't have a problem, give it a try if you really want to, but just be cautious. Make a cloud backup before you go freighter shopping, is what I would say, just in case you'd rather have your base than an orange badge.
Cool. Been quite a buggy release. There's
oh yeah.
this update.
Yeah. So DJ Django Fetch is saying, any update when the...
experimental out about 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes ago.
Oh, is that just on PlayStation? I mean, on PC, sorry. The experimental
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you just had somebody ask when is the next patch going to drop. Well,
Yeah, I think I've seen something on Twitter.
The thing is they don't need to put out another update for the Expedition, because the Expedition is already inside the game files. So that's already going to start happening. So my feeling would be is they would probably let the Expedition run for the first day or two to see if there's any major bugs there, and if they are, add it into whatever they're doing for console when it comes out. So maybe they might hold off till Tuesday, Wednesday. Would be my feeling. It saves duplicate effort, you know what I mean? Because they've got to get it.
That and it saves version numbers.
Oh, okay.
They're super conserving version numbers right now.
Yeah, they're getting through them rather quickly, aren't they? They're going to hit 4.0 if they're not careful.
Well, they can always go to. They can always go to 3.100. There's nothing stopping them.
Is there not?
No, that's only you that does that.
No. That's part of the semantic versioning.
The patch notes.
I could see the return of 3.99.1.
Or 3.996 A, B, and C.
Oh no.
It's saying here that they fixed an issue that prevented teleporters from working correctly on derelict freighters. Fixed a crash related to the fleet command room. That's only 2.
Okay, so there's only 2 there. Okay. Well, that one with the derelict freighters, that one freaking annoyed me, because I ran through it to get all my modules, got to the last teleporter, didn't bloody work, had to walk all the way back through the infested bloody... Yeah.
That's that.
It's not that for a game of cricket. Yeah. I really wish... The last room in derelict freighters is double height, isn't it? It's like... I wish we could make double high rooms in our own freighters, but not only that, I'm waiting for them to spawn a boss in there, you know what I mean? Because it's a big freaking room.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah. Anyway, I think we've kind of gone through everything, and we know that the new Expedition is going to drop on Tuesday. Has anybody got any final thoughts before we close down the actual podcast? Shall we go round? Shall we go round to Kurt? You got anything?
No, I got nothing. Oh, maybe one thing.
Yeah, go on.
I've been recently working on a Discord bot, the Assistant for No Man's Sky Discord bot.
Okay.
So if anyone would like to test it, I'd be willing to give you a link to install the bot. Basically, all you can do now is say like, "Hey, give me info on carbon," and it will tell you give you the picture and the description, and then some of the crafting, refining, and cooking recipes. And it's got NMS FM support.
You got admin rights to my Discord, don't you?
Yeah, I can install it here.
Go ahead. Yeah. There you go. My Discord's a little deader than most, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you can install it. You can install it to the Helpers Party. If you want my Helpers Party, Kurt, you can install it to that. Definitely, I'll make sure you're on admin.
Awesome.
Okay, Master Cyberpunk, you got anything you want to add?
I was just saying to the guys earlier that did you see the notifications from Xbox saying that they're integrating Discord into Xbox Live?
I thought they were doing it on PlayStation. I thought they were getting that on PlayStation as well, Discord integration.
Well, just announced that it's going to be integrated straight into Xbox Live, so you can do cross-party chat straight from Xbox Live.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't think they've got the voice chat for PSN yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good if they integrated it into PS5 as well, and then everybody can just jump on Discord, which is a lot more stable than the in-game chat I found in No Man's Sky. It's a bit iffy.
Oh, the in-game chat in all games are a bit iffy.
Technology's moving forward.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask Kurt, you know the new animals that are in the which you haven't put into the creature builder yet. Could you give me a list of the animals then, because I can play around with the actual creatures before and maybe able to spawn something in beforehand, because that's how I used to do it. I had a bank of the list of the creatures, and for the life of me I don't know where in the code they are on the save it. So if you could do that, I could probably bring some more creatures in. to the game, because we have been lacking on creatures. Even if I can just put the Child of Helios into it for somebody who wants to spare one, shrink it down and enlarge it, make it gigantic space size so it fills the whole way. But yeah, if you could do that for me, Kurt, that would be great. But yeah, there will be new stuff coming into the game with pets. So
if you could turn the Child of Helios red and white, that'd be nice, Miyagi. There you go. And give it a unicorn horn.
Oh, don't you start with me, the unicorn! I'm just going with him!
I'm winding you up.
I'm a dirty little chain round a Loch Ness monster with a haggis. Oh, God.
Yeah. Where's my haggis? Where's my Loch Ness monster? Where's my unicorn?
Anything from you,
that was it.
You got anything that you want to end up on, mate?
Not really. I've got a video premium. What is it? 45 minutes. That's it.
Cool. Oh, sweet. Awesome. What's it about?
Oh, I've found an easy way to do the Exocraft garage doors.
Oh, you sent me that one in a DM. It was yes. Nicely done, buddy.
Cool. I found that it's so easy now. Oops.
Cool.
So obvious.
And Henry Rice, anything from yourself, sir?
Not really, but I just wanted to ping Kurt and say, are we at a point where we want to talk about the replay server, or do you want to hold off for another week? Because we're looking to announce the API documentation next week, and there was some talk about doing a simultaneous release.
Sorry, a replay server? Are you making it so people can rerun expeditions? Is this what you're doing?
Yeah, but only for PC. No consoles.
Okay.
You need
I'm working on a console hack that might work, but I'm nowhere close to being able to release that. That'll be down the road.
That would
console
mean
version.
repointing your routers towards another server, wouldn't it?
You get PO addresses so we can send you rotten fruit until you give us console version.
Okay. It sounds like it's very technical shizzle, but I suppose if you're making API sheets and making it simple for people, then maybe it could work. But it's good to hear that you got something like this going on. If anything ever did happen to Hello Games, they had another flood, heaven forbid, and they lost all their servers, there's a good chance you guys might be even able to bring up some of the online elements, maybe.
Maybe. We're still definitely talking about the potential possibility one day maybe of integrating multiplayer, but that's a long way off. Though somebody has figured out how to create a bot to trade items in game.
What?
Through multiplayer. Yeah, I haven't used it yet, but someone in one of the modding discords, not the official, but the secondary one, has created a bot that if you put some information on their website and you load it into their Discord server, it'll load a game up and send you stuff.
Wow.
Including ships, apparently. Again, I haven't messed with it yet, but knowing that this kind of thing is possible, we may be, again, no promises, we may be able to come up with something in the future.
Well, what would be nice is, like this living frigate at the moment, that people can't get that blueprint for the aerial. It'd be nice to have some sort of bot just standing at the back of the Nexus, where you stick Artemis. You go in there and he gives you one of the blueprints. There you go. Job done.
That would be nice.
Yeah, if you could ever do that, that'd be freaking great. Yeah, we'll give yeah, like Zerg from freaking Destiny. Yeah, the 9. Yeah, if you're looking for a name, call him Zerg. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, just rip off Destiny completely. Yeah, you can put them in different locations, just like on Destiny, and put it on the app. Kurt can say where Zerg is each week. Yeah, freaking great. Yeah. Take that, Bungie. Yeah. Awesome. Well, I think that's that's a bit of a high note to end on, isn't it? So, shall we end off then, people?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, sounds good.
Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy the expedition. Hopefully it's going to be dropping some point on Tuesday. It's supposed to be 10 a.m. GMT, but we'll see. Yeah, hopefully it is, because I'm going to take an early lunch. Bye, all.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Later, programs.